Initially crafting airplane engines for the German army, this car manufacturer was building the engineering skills that would one day define its iconic cars. But after falling out of favor with the Nazi regime, the company nearly lost that chance. It would take a bold innovation to revive this manufacturer, ultimately transforming it into one of the world's elite brands. This is the story of BMW. The story of BMW begins with Carl Friedrich Rapp, a young mechanical engineer from Ahingen in southwestern Germany. While he wasn't marked for greatness at first, Rapp would set critical events in motion that would establish BMW as a titan of engineering. Early in his career, he worked as a technical designer for Daimler Motor and Gesellschaft, half of what would eventually become Mercedes-Benz. But Rapp had bigger dreams. After gaining valuable experience at Daimler, he took on a leadership role at Frdric Deutschland, marking his initial step into the aircraft industry. However, due to financial struggles, Frdric Deutschland soon dissolved. Refusing to give up, Rapp secured 200,000 Reichsmarks and launched his own company, Rapp Motorwerke, in 1913 on the same grounds as his former employer. By 1915, the enterprise had grown to employ 370 workers, aligning with the start of World War I. As a producer of aircraft engines, Rapp Motorwerke was poised for success, supplying the German military. Yet technical issues with his engines proved destabilizing, while rival Gustav Otto's company flourished during the war. Rapp's business nearly collapsed, but a Prussian army order of 600 engines provided the lifeline he needed. Enter Franz Josef Pop, a shift in leadership. However, the Army's order came with conditions. Franz Josef Pop, an Austrian Navy representative and former Daimler engineer with an impressive resume from AEG, a prominent Viennese engineering firm, was assigned to oversee operations at Rapp's company. Pop, a determined strategist, saw potential for wartime production at Rapp Motorwerke. While officially tasked with quality control, Pop was ultimately maneuvering to take control of the company. Shocked by the lack of organization, he quickly stepped in, gaining the board's trust and assembling a skilled team of engineers to drive success. This led to Rapp's removal from the company, after which he relocated to an engineering firm in California, while Pop guided the company toward a new chapter. Franz Pop saw immense potential in the company's facilities, and after taking control, renamed it Bayerische Motorenwerke, BMW, which translates to the Bavarian Engine Works Company in English. The checkered blue and white logo drew inspiration from Bavaria's flag, with slight modifications to meet trademark rules. Reviving the struggling business would require substantial effort and investment, which fortunately came from Camillo Castiglione, a businessman who recognized the brand's potential. Armed with its now iconic three-letter name, BMW began production with the BMW 3A, a straight-six aircraft engine, setting the blueprint for future designs. Following World War I, however, demand for aircraft engines dropped, and the Treaty of Versailles banned German companies from producing weaponry, including engines. Faced with these restrictions, Pop pivoted BMW's manufacturing resources toward railway brakes, motorcycle engines, and agricultural equipment. By 1922, BMW's operations converged with Castiglione's former facilities in Munich, forming a consolidated manufacturing powerhouse. The shift to motorcycles and cars, under Pop's leadership, BMW released its first independent product, the R32 motorcycle, which set a world speed record and established BMW as an engineering force in Europe. In 1928, the company took a significant leap by acquiring the car manufacturer Fahrzeugfabrik Eisenach, shifting its focus to automobiles. Their first significant model, the BMW 3/15 DA2, featured a 747 cubic centimeter side valve engine, a 3-speed manual transmission, and a top speed of 75 kilometers per hour, signaling BMW's serious entry into the car market. As BMW refined its automotive designs, the BMW 327 emerged in the late 1930s as a touring car that showcased the now iconic front grille, foreshadowing BMW's design hallmark. During this period, Pop consolidated BMW further, acquiring smaller companies, including an American firm, which allowed BMW to bypass the Treaty of Versailles and resume limited aircraft engine production. However, Pop resisted expanding heavily into aircraft manufacturing, despite growing pressure from the Nazi regime. He worried such involvement would strip BMW of its independence and lead to financial disaster. Ultimately, Pop's defiance led to his removal from leadership by the Nazis, who wanted BMW fully aligned with their war agenda. By the late 1930s, BMW had transformed into a company sustained by government contracts and war production. After World War II, its fate grew even more uncertain. The factory in Eisenach fell under Soviet control, and the Soviet authorities began producing their own cars under the BMW brand, though without the same quality as the originals. This move underscored how valuable the BMW name had already become. In 1951, BMW returned to the luxury market with the release of the 501, a large, elegant sedan featuring a powerful V8 engine. This model marked BMW's resurgence and showed off the company's engineering excellence. But they soon faced fierce competition from Volkswagen, VW, which emerged as a symbol of affordable, reliable post-war cars. With the luxury market shrinking, BMW was forced to pivot to survive. As the 1950s ended, BMW was on the verge of bankruptcy, narrowly escaping acquisition by Daimler-Benz. Although motorcycle sales remained strong, the high production costs of models like the BMW 507 and the small Isetta car created severe financial losses. It wasn't until 1959, when the Quandt family invested in the company, that BMW got a chance to make a comeback. Using parts from previous models, BMW released the 700 series, a compact, efficient car that won favor in the market and even saw success in motorsports. This model essentially saved BMW from financial ruin. The 1500 series, introduced in 1962, took BMW's success further, offering an affordable, stylish sedan that appealed to families and solidified the company's reputation for quality and innovation. By the early 1970s, BMW had achieved financial stability and was ready for bold new projects. In the 1970s, BMW shifted toward its sporting roots, competing with brands like Porsche. The release of the M1, BMW's first supercar, introduced the world to the BMW M division, dedicated to high-performance vehicles. With its innovative mid-engine design and remarkable power, the M1 made waves in motorsports, and the pro car BMW M1 Championship soon followed, attracting top racers like Niki Lauda and Nelson Piquet. BMW was no longer just a car manufacturer. It had become a brand synonymous with power, luxury, and racing excellence. As the years passed, BMW continued innovating, launching the iconic E30 M3 in the 1990s, which set new standards for performance and design. BMW's ability to evolve with the times ensured its relevance, and by 2010, the brand was one of the first to venture into hybrid technology with the i-Series, pushing rivals like Ferrari and McLaren to follow suit. The M2, released in 2015, merged classic BMW styling with modern technology, while BMW continued to explore hydrogen fuel cells and electric power. Today, BMW is not only a leader in the luxury and sports car market, but also a pioneer in sustainable automotive technology. With a legacy of resilience and innovation, BMW remains one of the most prestigious car brands globally, bridging the gap between high-end luxury and accessible excellence. From luxury icons to cutting-edge technology, BMW has always driven forward with innovation. So, what do you think? Will BMW continue to lead the automotive world, or is there a new contender on the horizon?